We have, our labor attorneys here to talk to us about the 911 contract, but we need to do it in executive session. So I'd entertain a motion to go into executive session. I'll make a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Special meetings that we need to aspire to the board meetings. So first, I'm going to turn it over to Supervisor Council,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
which is public safety.
I'd like to call the special public safety meeting to order. Before us, we have resolution number 97 of 2026, authorization to ratify the memorandum of agreement between Columbia County and the Columbia County 911 dispatchers.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Next is a finance committee meeting, Supervisor Guzzi.
Okay, call the finance committee meeting to order. Resolution number 97-2026, authorization.
Move it.
Second. Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I thought we had 3 minutes. We could let Supervisor Guzzi read the entire resolution.
So all the pages?
We even started late. We were trying to time this right, but
4 minutes.
And we're still recording.
Yeah. I'm looking for
Well, you got the honors now. The town around the state. Photo op, yes. What was the recognition?
Yeah, there's a number of good financial stuff. Yeah, that's great. Actually, some good financial stuff.
I'd like to call the full board meeting to order. Please rise.
started there.
First.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to request the clerk call the roll.
Lutz. Here. Whitell.
Here.
Booth.
Here.
Simmons.
Here.
Stacks.
Here.
Adams. Here. Wolf.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
Riley.
Here.
Eldridge. Here. Helsley.
Here.
DeWarke.
Here.
Ligonia. Madera. Here. Mia.
Here.
Oken. Here. Muskman. Here. Scalera.
Here.
Guzzi,
Here.
Holtman,
Yes.
Morel,
Here.
Knott,
Here.
Scoda.
Present.
With 195 present, 5 absent, we have a quorum.
Thank you. I need a motion to pay the bills, accept the treasurer's report, and file the minutes within the clerk's office.
So moved.
Second motion.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. I would like Supervisor Holtman to come up for the purposes of reading a proclamation for Black History Month.
Thank you, Chairman. I'm loud, so I'm not going to use the microphone. Whereas Black History Month is observed annually in February to honor the achievements, contributions, and resilience of Black Americans throughout the history of the United States. And whereas Black Americans have played a vital role in shaping the social, cultural, economic, scientific, and political foundations of our nation, often in the face of injustice, discrimination, and systemic inequality. And whereas Columbia County has benefited from the labor, leadership, creativity, and civic engagement of Black residents, past and present, whose contributions have strengthened our communities and enriched our shared history. And whereas the observance of Black History Month provides an opportunity to reflect on both the triumphs and struggles of Black Americans, to acknowledge the lasting impact of slavery and racism, and to recommit ourselves to the ongoing pursuit of equity, justice, and inclusion. And whereas education and community engagement during Black History Month foster greater understanding, mutual respect, and unity among all residents of Columbia County. Now therefore be it resolved, proclaimed, that the Columbia County Board of Supervisors does hereby recognize and celebrate February as Black History Month, and encourages all residents to participate in programs, discussions, and activities that honor Black history, culture, and contributions. And be it further proclaimed that Columbia County reaffirms its commitment to promoting diversity, advancing equal opportunity, and building a community where all people are valued, respected, and empowered to thrive. Given under my hand and the privy seal of the County of Columbia at the Supervisors Chambers in Hudson, New York, this 11th day of February 2026, Matt B. Morel, Chairman, Columbia County Board of Supervisors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to request the clerk read the resolutions.
Resolution 37 of 2026 through 68 of 2026 by Supervisor Helsley.
Mr. Chairman, I offer these resolutions for adoption.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
At this time, we need to take a break for the county attorney to conduct a seeker for resolution number 70 of 2026.
Yeah, so resolution 70 regarding the inclusion of parcels into the agricultural districts is recommended by the Agricultural Protection Board. As part of that, you have to do a State Environmental Quality Review Act or secret form. Again, this isn't any zoning change. This isn't any policy change. It's just inclusion of the ag. If there's any projects on these parcels that would be subject to individualized zoning and planning in those towns. So what we're looking for is the potential for significant negative environmental impacts. And I will review the questions, and if anybody has any comments or issues as they go through them, please just pipe in and we'll stop it. Will the proposed action create a material conflict with adopted land use plan or zoning regulations? The proposed answer is no to small impact. Will the proposed action result in the change in use or intensity of use of land? No to small impact. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No to small impact. Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area? No to small impact. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing levels of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway? No to small impact. Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy as it fails to incorporate reasonable, available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No to small impact. Will the proposed action impact existing public or private water supplies or public or private water treatment facilities? No impact. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? No to small impact. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources? Examples: wetlands, water bodies, groundwater, air quality, flora, and fauna? No to small impact. Will the proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? No to small impact. Will the proposed action create an environmental hazard to environmental resources or human health? No to small impact. If the board agrees with those conclusions, then you're free to make a motion to issue a negative declaration, which you would do through the passage of resolution number 7.
Okay, Do I have a motion for resolution number 70?
Make a motion to approve resolution 70.
Second, all in favor?
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to recuse myself.
Supervisor, Collins recuses himself.
Chairman, I'd also like to recuse myself.
Supervisor Ooms is recusing himself. Next is, resolutions.
Yeah, these are kind of, they got numbered on order. You have to do the seeker before you do the actual resolution. So we're going to back up and consider individually resolution number 69, which is authorization to approve the addition of the 2025 New York State Agricultural Markets Law, Article 25AA, Agricultural District, Section 303 data feed properties to Columbia County and Agricultural District 9 and 10. And as you know, this is based upon recommendations from Farmland Bureau.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to recuse myself again.
Wait, all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chairman,
Opposed?
I recuse myself.
Okay, Supervisor Ooms and Supervisor Collins recuse themselves. All in favor? Those carried.
Resolution 71 of 2026 through 96 of 2026 by Supervisor Stacks.
Chairman, offer these resolutions for adoption.
Second motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Do any supervisors have any business to bring to the board? Supervisor Wolf.
I just want to thank everybody who was able to come to the public comment hearings regarding the Shepherd's Run project and speak out in favor of home rule and against the Shepherd's Run project. So thank you all for your support.
When will you know?
Well, what's currently at play is an issue statement that was submitted a few days ago, actually, 77 pages worth, and a 24-page affirmation raising issues that we think need to be adjudicated. That would give us party status, which has never been granted to any town in the history of Orange. So the odds of us getting that are slim, but not totally none. And we'll see what happens. We're also moving at the same time to have the whole thing dismissed, which is even less likely. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But we'll know on February 18th, a week from tonight, what the ruling is on the issue statement and whether we get party status. And we'll keep everybody posted. Thanks for that.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Supervisor Holden.
I just want to embarrass my colleague here and acknowledge her hard work and recognition. The Association of Towns recognized 2 elected officials across the entirety of New York State for being an amazing public servant and going above and beyond. And Brenda Adams, my colleague in Canaan, was one of those 2 recognitions, being promoted by her constituents directly as to the Court of Chief. And Columbia County is on the map in that same issue. Ron Knott and his town of Stuyvesant got acknowledged as a community to aspire to be like, and checked all the great boxes.
You guys have to ride together.
Any other supervisors?
Yeah.
Supervisor Collins.
I just wanted to alert everyone, I don't know if they saw the notification, but the Office of the Aging is launching their Recharge and Renew Respite Caregiver Program. It's going to be, I think, on the 3rd Friday of each month. St. James Church and Canaan Congregational Church are starting this. We also have to thank Brenda Adams for that, Supervisor Adams, who was instrumental, as well as Nita Benvenuto, Dee Dee Barrett, Michelle Cram, and others. But this is going to be a great service to offer those caregivers who are already strapped a little bit of a reprieve to go out and do various things while they can drop their patients off. So really looking forward to it and possibly increasing it into the other areas of the county. I know there's been, petitions to local libraries to see if they'd be willing to engage in it. So I think this is going to be an incredible program. So please keep your eyes out for it.
Thank you. Supervisor Musman.
I just want to remind everybody that the Columbia Memorial Hospital is planning to reduce the number of beds to 25. They're investing in Greene County and they're taking from Columbia County, and this will affect us in a big way. I want you to just talk about it in your towns and explain the situation that we're in. This will affect us all, whether you use the hospital or not, whatever your relationship is to this hospital. It's extremely important that Columbia County has a hospital that serves us all in all ways. So thanks. This is happening right now, and it's being talked about, and you need to keep the conversation going. Thank you.
Thank you. Was there any minutes?
Yeah, I would.
If there's no other comments, I just wanted to talk a little bit about, it's something I had released in the press, and I also talked about it at my State of the County speech in January. But we are in the process of working to put a committee together to look into our form of government, whether it's a county administrator, or county manager, or whatever. And we're going to set up a framework of people to serve on that committee. I've talked to the minority leader, Supervisor Hoagland, about having 3 individuals from the Democratic caucus. We'll have 3 individuals from the Republican caucus to serve on that committee. Rob Fitzsimmons, as a county attorney, will be on it. And then we'll have 4 to 5 private sector people serve on it as well. And hopefully by the March meeting, we'll release those names, or before the March meeting. We're also going to have a board of experts, for lack of a better term, who is going to include CEDC, the Columbia County Chamber of Commerce, our county treasurer, as well as our county controller, our HR director, and myself, because I'm not going to be on the actual committee. So they will be there for information and advice for the committee. So stay tuned. Okay. And prior to taking a motion to adjourn, I'd just like everybody to take a moment of silence for Supervisor Ellen Thurston, who represented the 3rd Ward from 2012 to 2015. She recently passed away. So if we could take a moment of silence. Okay, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Second, all in favor?